Hello. Hello. How's it going? So, in this video, I am exploring and expressing this point of me being in this mind system, where it's related, where it, where it's basically this point of desire for being able to have one person that I could talk to in absolute specificity and detail in all my observations and working with the mind, as if it would be kind of like just pure, open, detailed descriptions of what's going on and getting that cross-referencing and basically someone walking to that same level and extent of as much detail, as much application as possible. For example, breathing, being able to breathe and stop a single thought. That quite there is something really powerful and really interesting. And that's not something that is a conversation that people have or I've had with other people, yet I've certainly tried to push the point or look for the point. And I'm talking about like something that I recognize that I have, that is me, where willingness to talk about anything, willingness to work and discuss any point, and how I see the value of the Destiny tools in that you can apply it for anything. That it is absolute point of freedom that a person can achieve actually in his life. That it's enough to do it. You have the tools, it's enough explanation, it's simply that point of self and your relationship with yourself and how far you go with it. So I recognize that, I know that, and I know the potential is that yes, I could actually talk with someone else in the same level, in the same degree that I want. Yet that opportunity is not here, and at the same time, this is a desire. And the reason why I know it's a system is because I can see the energy and I can see the polarity of loneliness. The polarity is very fitting to look at desiring to find someone, for something, and the polarity energy point that's automatically created while you simultaneously are participating within the desire point, because positive always begets negative. So you create loneliness, and it's very much a point of common sense. It's very clear. Desire for a person, therefore you get loneliness. And the energy is basically building up like almost like a savings account. The more money you spend within desire, the equal amount of money is placed inside an account just for loneliness. Using that as an example. But applying with anything of that sort of nature, of storing something, of something being created at the same time. And eventually then that bursts, and then all that outflow of energy is there. And that is what I experienced. And it does feel greater, it does feel more overwhelming, it does seem like it caught you by surprise because you weren't feeling it really, you weren't paying attention. So that was my experience. And so with this emotions, I saw this whole point, what it is within me. And I can see, obviously, the common sense. What is best for all is to be able to stand absolutely, without any person, without anything. That is our potential. That I am enough for me. Where it doesn't matter the situation you're in. It doesn't matter the state of the world. It doesn't matter who you're with or around. To stand as who you are, as what's best for all, means standing without energy. Means standing without energy. Means standing without desire. Means standing without emotions, such as loneliness. Because that is our true nature. We're equal to everyone. And within our equality, if we're equal to everyone truly, without separation, then you are enough for yourself, and you are always surrounded by yourself. And that is the point to get to. That is the point to live for all of us. And so for me, that's what I faced, and that's what I'm doing. I am stopping those emotions, stopping those energies, stopping those desires I described. And so, starting again what I've been doing for many years. Simply me sharing absolutely, unconditionally, the absolute detail of what I'm seeing, what I'm working with in the mind. Share the systems, write it out. Because that's what I did for many years. And I did stop that because I went to a point of having that point of desire and having that point of emotion, or it's basically like going to the extreme of believing that it's impossible. That what's the point if there's not another person out there like me? So for me, I'm going back to how I was before. And this desire has been there for many years, all these years. That's a very basic foundational point in our human mind. You can very clearly see within yourself, with any person, we have the point of desiring another, having one another here, which can take various shapes and forms, but it's very clearly not something that's unique to me. It's within all of us. So the point here is simply living and applying all that I've said so far. And so this is what this video is, and this is what I'm doing in real time. Sharing without any preparation, because I'm simply sharing with what is here. So I don't need to prepare. I'm simply sharing myself. That is how and why I flow so easily, so naturally, and effectively. And yeah. So I hope this supports someone. And if you're really interested in this process, all the tools are here. It all comes down to yourself, your application. You can always push for more, give more, live more. And the idea is it's not for you personally only. Yes, you'll achieve new things, you'll become greater for sure. But you know that you can give more to others, because the potential of a child being able to walk with this kind of information and be strengthened by it, they're going to be way greater than you ever could have been. And that's a metaphorical child, even, because we're also children. But obviously, if you have a teacher, if you have someone that can show you the way more, you learn more, you do faster. So yes, you do this for yourself, but equally, you know you're really only doing this for sure if you're really considering everyone. And within this point, you realize that this is as much about what you can give to others as what you're giving to yourself. And you can give to others what you've already given to yourself, obviously. So this is our process, all of us. And that's what makes it oneness and equality. Understanding and living that point, and pushing that point, no matter what. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one.